Hi, I'm going to show you how to make flowers, the paper flowers for the wedding, the way I do it. First off, you're going to have packets of pieces, and what you need for each flower is 3 of these center pieces, 1 with 3 petals, 1 with 4 petals, and there's 2 with 5 petals. One spreads a little wider than the other one does. So, and you'll know when you put them together which one is which. One of the things I do first, if you're using a wire or not using a wire, is you have to roll the center piece. And it's easy if I gave you a piece of wire like this, that it would be easy to just roll the paper up so that it meets, so that it looks like that. And then if you have a wire piece, what I usually do is I put like a little hook in it, in the wire, and put some glue on it. I'll do it on this one because this one needs to have the wire. I'll put some glue on the wire like this. Just a glob of glue, and then stick it in the center, say halfway. So it's like in there somewhere. Can you see it? And let that set for a minute. And then wrap this piece of paper around and give it some more glue on the edge of the petal. And then I kind of pinch the bottom together, if you can. Maybe give it a little bit more glue in there. And pinch the bottom a little bit. Let it set. Then we take one of the other ones and we kind of, with a, I don't remember what this is called, but we kind of curl it. Oh, it's a curler. Curl the petals so that they look like that. And you can do that all ahead of time if you'd like. Like that. And then I kind of pinch in the center there. So it looks kind of like that. It's got like a little pinch. And then put a dab of glue in the center. And then kind of wrap it around the center of the center. Hold it, pinch it. And then you put this one on the opposite side of it and kind of pinch it together. Kind of hold it together like that, and then after the glue sets a second, you kind of pinch the 2 sides together. And I add some glue onto the sides. More glue. If you need to use a pair of pliers, that might help to pinch it. Sometimes it doesn't turn the way I want it. Don't worry about what it looks like at the bottom. It's all gonna be hidden on this one anyway. And you kind of want to look at it face down to see what the flower is going to look like. Okay, so that's the center of that. And here's the center for the one without the wire. So I've got it rolled, and I do the same thing. I glue the edge together. Get another one, curl it. You can use a credit card. The edge of scissors works well. This paper, the thin paper, really works well. It just curls really well. Pinch it in the center. Give it a little pinch. Give it a little glue. And then kind of center it like that. Let it set for a second. Do your other petal. Pinch it. So then when we get to this part, we're going to have to, we pinch here at the end, at the bottom, and then kind of roll this out so it's like that. And then pinch, so it's really, it's a little exaggerated, but you get the picture. Give a little glue in the center. Kind of, you'll be dropping them like I do too. So the center is the toughest part. Once you get the center done, you're pretty much home free. And I pinch at the bottom because it'll hold better, and then kind of form it a little bit. Just make sure that it's wrapped well. And then give a little bit more glue on the edge. Like I said, you can use the pliers too if you have them to hold it, if you don't want to burn yourself, because you will. And then let it dry. So I'm going to pinch a little bit more. Amber has a really nice pair of tweezers that kind of holds everything, but I don't have those, so. So that's what this center looks like. So then once those pieces are done, you can start curling the other pieces. Curl, curl. And then there's a little tab right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of glue on it. like that. And then fold it together and then hold it for a second till it dries. That's where having a nice pair of tweezers that close, that's what Amber has. And like I said, I don't have a pair like that. So then you kind of fool around with it, play with it. Pulling the leaves down a little bit, the petals. And you can do that with all of these pieces. You can actually do this ahead of time if you want. It just depends on what your work process is and how you feel like doing it. Glue. There's a hole in the bottom of this that the stake will poke through, the stem, I mean. And some of these are, this paper is textured, and I usually do the textured towards me because that's what's going to show on the flower if it's on the inside of the flower. Once you put everything together, there's a little bit of texture on these, on this purple one that you can see, but honestly it really doesn't matter, and I forgot to shape, but you can do that afterwards too. It just makes it a little harder once it's glued. If you have a piece that's got a little bit of a rip in it, just be careful with it. It'll still fit in the, it'll still be able to be used. You just got to be careful with it. Hopefully you guys will have fun doing this. I like it. It's creative. It's when they're all done, it's gonna be pretty. And this is what Amber wanted, so paper flowers. Okay, so let me get these glued together, and then right. Sorry, maybe I should have stopped and waited until I had everything done. Okay, so next thing, once you get this formed, this is for the wire, you take the one with the 3 prongers, or the 3 petals, stick the wire in the hole, and what I usually do is put a glob of glue on the bottom of the stem. And then we're going to push this up, and we're going to kind of form it to where it looks pretty. Putting the petals so that they're not right next to each other, but they look kind of pretty. Number 4 goes next. Same thing. Kind of do same kind of thing. Maybe pinch at the bottom. There's number 4. And see, you can see the difference between the last two. This one has a little bit, it's not as flat as this one. So this is going to be your last petal, your last row. So we'll do this one. It's the one that sticks up the most. Do the same thing, add some more glue. And form it. And you just kind of look down at it like you're looking in it. And then this is the last one. And then when the last one's done, I usually do a little bit more glue on the bottom just to hold it all in. Kind of wrap it around. And there's that one with the wire. And then I just let it set and dry. And sometimes it moves a little bit. We've been using cups. Put our flowers in cups. Okay, so this one without the wire, we kind of do the same thing, except we don't have a wire. So we glue, put this. And then kind of shove it down there and pinch, pinch, pinch. And number 4 petal piece. Kind of pinch and hold. And you can kind of form it a little bit as we go. And don't worry if you get a piece that's like this, where it's, you know, right behind the petal. It's not going to really matter. So then you look and see which one's the flattest of the five petal piece. Put a little bit more glue on for the last piece. You might have like the little piece of the center. Oops, I did that wrong. Shit. See, that's what happens when you get the wrong piece. Dang it. You'll know when you put it together. That piece, that last piece is so, between the two, is pretty close to the same, so it's kind of hard to tell until you put them next to each other. I usually try and separate them out and make sure I have them all separated, and so we let this set for a minute or so. You might need to shove some more glue in there. Booey. Sorry. And then shove a little bit, put a little bit more glue on the bottom, just to try and hold it all. Make a little doohickey, or, you know, a glob of glue. And that's what this one looks like, with no stem. Perfect. And we set that aside, probably, you know, maybe upside down for a little while, just to let it dry and you don't get glue all over your table. But that's it. That's my way. And it's not a my way or the highway, it's just, this is what I've done. This is how I figured it out. If you have any questions, you can call me, and I will answer any questions I can. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Have fun. Bye.